These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Craig McKee with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Here at home, the USDA says there will be no Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program or SNAP funds issued starting November 1st. Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays and more than 20 other AGs sent a letter to the USDA secretary looking for clarity on what happens next with SNAP benefits. 900,000 Arizonans rely on the program. Over the weekend, ABC15 saw firsthand how many people in our community rely on food assistance. I'm going to show you some video here from Community Bridges just yesterday. Some say that they rely on these community kitchens. Attorney General Mays says there's $6 billion in contingency reserve funds that Congress appropriated for emergency situations just like this. She says this is the emergency to pull that money for. Jerry Brown at St. Mary's Food Bank says they are preparing for an increase in demand.
We've dealt with government shutdowns before. We've dealt with SNAP benefit cuts before. We haven't dealt with both of them at the same time. And especially now at the height of, we're seeing more people come to the food bank than ever before off of all the things that have happened with inflation and unemployment now becoming a factor. We're definitely, this is as bad as it gets.
If you rely on SNAP and need resources, we have a number of them listed over at ABC15.com. America Votes 2025 coverage. Now the deadline to vote in local elections is quickly approaching here. Today, voting locations open in more than 40 spots in Maricopa County to drop off your ballot or vote in person. Then tomorrow is the last day to mail back your ballot to make sure it arrives by Election Day. After that, ballots will need to be dropped off in person. You can find a list of election locations on elections.maricopa.gov. And take a look at your screen here. Do you know this man? The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office says they're looking for him right now after a 21-year-old woman reported that he sexually assaulted her during a ride home. The victim's parents interrupted the incident and confronted the driver. The 33-year-old ran away. Deputies trying to question him now. Investigators believe there may be more victims out there as well and are asking anyone with information to call 602-876-1011. Neighbors in a Santan Valley community are pushing for answers after heavy rains earlier this month caused sinking spots in their yards. The Edgewood neighborhood is near Ironwood and Pima Roads. One person who lives there is now missing dirt under the front corner of his home. Others have gaps several feet long under the driveways or holes in their front yards. Even part of the street has sunken in.
We would dearly love to just simply go back, reverse time if we could, and put it back to where it was, but know that it's safe.
The Arizona Registrar of Contractors, which oversees builders in our state, has received 2 complaints from Edgewood residents about these sinking spots. Count on us to check back for updates. Taking action for foster kids. A Mesa charity is asking for your help now to fill some crucial needs. The nonprofit ASA Now is making sure these resources are available around the clock. I'm going to show you some metal storage containers here. They are actually stocked with clothes, hygiene items, and other supplies ready to give to foster kids 24/7. And that's because the kids are sometimes removed from their homes in the middle of the night with literally just the clothes on their backs. Sadly, Jacob's emergency closet had a heartbreaking setback.
Not long ago, we had someone who broke in and they stole $28,000 worth of product, and we cried. I mean, how heartbreaking that donations were made specifically for them and that someone took advantage. And so we want a safe and secure building, and we want them to be able to shop with dignity.
At a gala event set for November 14th, the charity is trying to raise $200,000 to build a permanent giving closet building. Tickets are still available, and we have more information over at ABC15.com.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sullins. The 90s are back in the valley, and with high pressure in control, we've got a string of 90s in your forecast here in the Phoenix metro area. Tomorrow we'll start things out in the 60s, spend lunchtime in the 80s, and then hit 92 degrees around 4 p.m. It's going to put us about 7 degrees above normal for this time of year. Winds for the valley stay light, but northerly winds are going to be very strong along the Colorado River. We've got wind advisories in effect there with gusts at 40 to 40 45 miles per hour throughout the day tomorrow. And then here in the valley, things will get a little breezy for us on Wednesday. Peak wind gusts at 20 miles per hour. Temperatures in the low 90s Wednesday and Thursday, but they are headed in the right direction. An upper 80s will be in the forecast on Friday for Halloween and over the weekend too. Morning, stay nice and cool. We've got lows in the 60s for the next 6 nights.